Should a man take care of all the bills?
How I was raised,
Right.
I am supposed to be the provider.
Yeah.
So in my household, my wife does not have to do anything.
Yeah. Every man who has a good woman
There you go.
should give his woman that option. Because most women, if you'll find out, they don't even want to just sit at home and do nothing.
Anything you choose to do, if you choose to be an entrepreneur, a part-time entrepreneur like I was for a long time, you can do both. It's okay to have a job. Don't sit up here and think for 1 second that working a full-time entrepreneur and working a 9 to 5 is something fun to do. It's not.
Too much game.
Yo, what's good, family? It's your boy J Cash.
Y'all like Tobo
This
Chico?
boy here. This boy
Hey,
here.
Tobo Chico is the best,
Listen,
man. Hey,
this
it's
dude
Low
put
Soul
me-
6 on IG, man. Shoot your boy
Hey, he
a
put me
follow.
on this water. I ain't never seen this before.
But it's epic.
It's like what is it? Carbonated water?
Carbonated water, man.
Straight
Twist
from,
in
straight from
lime.
Mexico?
Straight from Mexico, man. I got it imported, man. You
That's
know,
fire.
I'm lying because somebody gonna fact check me and be
Hey.
like, he made that up.
Right.
You can get that from Walmart.
You know what I'm saying? But that's dope. It tastes good too.
Hey,
I ain't
it's
gonna lie to
refreshing,
you. You
man.
know what I'm
It's
saying? Usually I
crisp.
ain't into the sparkling water joint, but that'll do.
It's pretty good, man.
Bro, you done put me on some stuff.
Hey, man, I be trying,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie. What
You
was
know?
that? What was that? You put me on at Walmart? That hummus and was it
Oh,
hummus and the crackers?
the hummus to go bowl.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
That
You
hummus
been
to
getting them?
go, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Fire.
Well, you got to understand, man, when it comes to health
Yeah.
and snacks, you see what I did at the gas station in
Listen.
Miami. I almost
boy, you
got
back,
sick
boy.
because I didn't have my hummus. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like I normally at the house when I'm keeping fresh fruit,
Yeah.
hummus, chickpeas, walnut meat, all that. Like, yeah, my wife is straight vegan during the week
Right.
and then fatty on the weekend. You know what
Man,
I'm
you
saying?
got to. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
Have
you
that
gotta have
healthy
that
balance. For
Balance is
sure.
good. Balance is good.
Man, I'm trying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do way better now on my
Yeah.
eating. Cause boy, I used to be in snack heaven. I'm talking about eating like a college student. Zebra
Oh, yeah.
cakes, honey buns,
Zebra cakes, bro.
noodles, bro, everything. And
You know
I'm
what
like,
noodles
bro,
are
I had
made
to
out of,
stop.
man?
Bro, listen.
I done watched the documentary. It
Terrible.
destroyed my
You hear
whole
me?
childhood.
Not for real. Milk, all that's terrible.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah,
I be
man.
on my, everything healthy these days.
You got
for
to,
the most
man.
part. Now,
You getting
when
older.
I'm on vacation, of course, I have a little steak or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
day night, but other than that,
You gotta stay balanced, man. That's
Yeah,
all
bro.
it is. I'm not saying you can't eat bad sometimes.
Right.
But as you age and get older, your body is not
No,
digesting
facts.
that stuff as
Facts.
quickly anymore.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
And
so
it's
it's
gonna
like,
catch up.
yeah, I think I told you earlier, I'm fasting this week.
Yeah.
You know, this is a mental fast, a prayer fast. This is for me, like, to not eat anything until dinner. Right. So it's like there's no breakfast, there's no lunch. It's water and fresh juice.
dope.
That's it. And so like that's why I
That's
keep
dope.
drinking water. That's why I got these, because like opposed to me just drinking a regular water, this has carbonation, has a little bit of lime juice in it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It gives me a little taste.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? When I go to the gym, I don't want to pass out at the gym. I'm trying to work out, no, on an empty stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I just drink,
Bro.
and I'm good.
Fasting is definitely necessary. And
needed.
you know what's so crazy about that?
Yeah.
Like, somebody was asking me, like, how do I stop over trading and all that? Bro, I went on fast, bro.
Fast.
I said, if I can keep myself from eating food, something that I need to live,
Yep.
then I can definitely refrain
100%.
from over trading and doing all the extra, bro.
100%. I just did it. I'm gonna tell the camera.
Yeah.
When Jeremy got here, I told him, I said, man, I want to take another trade. He was like, no, do it.
Don't do it.
And I stayed away because I made that mistake this past weekend in Broken Bow. I took a trade on Friday
Yeah.
and like won something. I knew it was a bad idea. But when I tell you the market was set up, it was prime.
Yeah.
I was right with my setup. I was right. But I got chopped up because it was the end of the day.
Man.
Right? And so I had to hold it over the weekend. My wife was mad at me because she wanted to go explore Broken Bow, and I was stuck because I couldn't leave. I didn't manage to trade.
Did the gap help you?
Bro,
the weekend
the
gap?
destroyed me.
It destroyed you?
Bruh, the gap opened up. My drawdown was about $3,700.
Yeah.
You know, this is a 6-figure account. It ain't bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't bad. But nobody likes losing. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I was like, all right, let me see what the opening gap is going to do. Well, I was sitting there. I was just waiting. I was just sweating. Like, all right, what is it going to do? Man, that opening candle, it took off to the moon. Straight bullish. I was like, no. So that 3,700 turned into like 6,000 drawdown.
Man.
Like within seconds. And I said, okay, it's all good. I'm gonna hedge against it. I'm gonna manage it, and I'm gonna do what's best for the people.
Right.
Right. And what's best for the people is to keep my losses very small.
Facts.
So opposed to having like a 6%, loss,
Right.
it ended up being only like 1.59%.
Dope.
And then today, I made it all back plus profit. Right. So it's like I'd rather recover a 2% loss, 1% loss, than trying to recover 10, 20% loss.
Facts.
That's what greed does to
Facts,
you, man.
bro.
Risk management is all
That's
you gotta
good.
do to
That's
be
a
profitable,
word,
bro.
I
That's
hope
it.
y'all listening. That's
Man,
a word.
I'm telling you,
Risk
man.
management is everything.
That's it.
You know
That's
what I'm
my
saying?
first loss in 3 months.
Real quick before we get into today's topic, because we ain't even gotten to it yet. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into it, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get comfortable with having such a big drawdown? Like 6,000 ain't so big for other people, like when they doing 20, 30, 40K drawdowns. But
Yeah.
to somebody, a normal trader person, 6,000 is a lot of drawdown. Most
Yes.
people, they get scared at $300 drawdown.
Oh,
and they
100%.
panicking. You know what I'm
They
saying?
panic
So
and close it. Yeah.
how long did it take you to get comfortable with drawdown?
9 years.
Man.
9 years. And here's the deal. It wasn't that I was a bad trader for 9 years.
Yeah.
I didn't understand risk management for 9 years.
Got you.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna give you an analogy. Let's use this bottle here. Let's say this is a zone right here,
Right.
right? If this candle has not busted this zone, right, then I'm trading my plan still, right? Let's say my entry was right here in the middle of this bottle,
Right.
right? So if I see the candles make a high, make a low, make another high, and then it taps out right here, and I see some consolidation going,
Yeah.
my strategy's set up for me to see that. And when I see that, I'm gonna take a hedge. And if that
Got you.
hedge is not playing in my favor, that's when I would have lost $6,000. But I would have lost only $6,000.
Got
I
you.
wouldn't have tried to chase the loss. Trade. The whole moral of that story is this: trade your plan.
Facts.
If you trade your plan and you know where your zones are, you know how to read market structure, you will understand that ultimately you don't have to panic.
Okay.
That's what took all the stress away from me.
Right.
Knowing market structure and not being able and not panic when you see drawdown.
Facts.
If you trade with large lots,
Yeah.
you will have large drawdown.
Facts.
Scared money don't make no money.
You know what I'm
Simple
saying?
as that.
Yeah. Hey, I love it, man. So look, today's topic, y'all, listen. Should a man take care of all the bills? Listen, this has been a huge topic
Part
that
2.
a lot of people been wanting to know. You feel me? And look, in your household, however
Yeah.
you grew up, however I grew up, is that mandatory? Is that something? How do you feel about, like, should a man pay all the bills? Just how you feel about that situation.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a 2-part answer to this.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Growing up, I grew up in a military family.
Okay.
Pops was military, retired. And I grew up watching him take care of all the bills. Mom was at home. She took care of the household.
Yeah.
That's a job in itself.
Yeah.
Right? Some people don't
Facts.
think, oh, housewife ain't, no, bro. That's a job.
for real.
Like I look at my wife to this day. I look at her, everything that she does. She doesn't stop. It's all day long.
Facts.
I go in the office and I trade for a couple hours and I'm like, oh, I'm stressed out.
Right.
Really?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Facts,
done nothing
bro.
but click some buttons, right?
Yeah.
But mentally, it's one of those things that it takes stress on your mind, right?
Literally.
When you're doing that. So to answer the question, it's really about the relationship.
Facts.
To me, it's not a overarching every man should be the provider.
Right.
Because not every man has the skill set to be a full-time provider.
Yeah.
Now, that's not a knock at every man, but how I was raised,
Right.
I am supposed to be the provider.
Yeah.
So in my household, my wife does not have to do anything.
Yeah.
But she chooses to.
Right.
Which helps the overall income that's coming in.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what you call building an empire. When both people are trying to do the same thing.
Facts.
Also, what benefits us is we don't have kids, nor do
Yeah.
we plan on having them. We
Right.
got a fur baby. That's our kid.
Right.
Right? So we can kind of maneuver and move our schedules and do whatever we want to do. But I know a lot of people have the mindset of a man should do everything.
Yeah.
Or the mindset of it should be 50-50. Now, here's the deal. That is a very controversial topic.
It is.
And the reason it's controversial is because depending on the career field, historically, we know that women get paid less than men.
Yeah.
There's data out there to prove it.
Right.
To this day, I think it's still an issue.
Yeah.
Right? Don't fact check me because I got to find it myself. But I believe it's still an issue.
Okay.
But in my opinion, it's all about the two parties involved.
Yeah.
If the two parties agree to a 60-40 or 50-50 or whatever it may be, that's up to them. Your marriage, your rules.
Right.
That's my answer to it.
I
man.
love it, bro. And I love the dynamic because, bro, I don't have kids. I got kids and a wife. So you get two different perspectives.
Facts.
Let me tell you my perspective. Nah, real talk. I love that, though. But do whatever works best for your household. Like, me personally, I'm a man that wants to take care of everything. And that ain't just being old school. I just feel like men are supposed to take care of everything. I feel like the women are our helpmate. You know, I'm talking biblically now.
There you go.
They there to help us, but we supposed to get it done. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's just my thought process. And that is the Bible low key. But,
Facts.
you know, do what works best. You know what I'm saying? Because at the beginning, let me tell you something. My wife was working a dope job as a surgical tech in the hospital. I was trying to shoot videos, barely getting by. She was taking care of all the bills and everything. And my little checks wasn't rolling. You feel me? And so now I make sure she don't take care of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I take care of everything. And I feel like every man who has a good woman
There you go.
should give his woman that option. Because most women, if you'll find out, they don't even want to just sit at home and do nothing. They got to be
Facts.
doing something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My wife told me that, like, I appreciate what you do, but I got to be doing something.
Yeah, they don't want to lose their identity behind you.
Facts.
That's just a fact.
Ooh, you said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
That's what
boy.
happens, bro. Like, I looked at my wife when we first got married. We both had jobs.
Yeah.
And our goal was to be happy. Our goal was for us both to be happy.
Right.
Now, here's the deal. Some people are going to agree, some people are going to disagree. A man is not supposed to seek happiness. Mm-hmm. A man is supposed to provide happiness
Yeah.
for the people that he loves.
Yeah.
Which means a man should never get comfortable.
That's
When a man
good.
gets comfortable, he loses a lot.
Facts.
He loses his edge.
Yeah.
He loses his dynamic, his confidence. Right? Like, look at it like this. When a man decides to stop working out, when
Yeah.
a man decides to start eating what he wants to eat every single day, when a man says, I don't want to work no more and just do drugs and chill at the house and drink beer all day, guess what?
Uh-huh.
You're going to lose attraction
Facts.
from your wife.
Facts.
She's going to look at you and say, why did I marry you?
Right.
Because you lost everything that attracted me to you.
Exactly.
So there's no such thing as a man gaining happiness. A man's happiness should come from the freedom he provides to his family.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
That's how I
In
look
my
at it.
household.
I love it. I love every bit of it, bro.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, like, women are attracted to driven men. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got no drive, ain't nothing to be attracted to.
Like, I'm gonna ride with you. You ain't got no drive.
Facts.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't
At
going
all.
nowhere.
So that's the thing. Like, that's why I try to instill in younger men too. I'm like, when you have the right woman, because that's the important part.
Facts.
You can't do that for everybody.
No.
But give her an option, because every woman deserves options.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? Because if she get tired of her job,
Yeah.
and she like, I don't want to go to work no more.
Simple as
As
that.
a man, wouldn't it feel good to just be like, you good, babe?
Do you?
Do you?
There you go.
Find what you passionate about
Yep.
and do that.
There you go.
That's a great feeling, bro.
Bro, it's the
You know
beautiful
what I'm saying?
feeling, man. It's the
And I
beautiful
love it
feeling.
because we
Yeah.
both was able to do it.
Bro, ain't that crazy?
Ain't that
man?
crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Big
that's
blessings.
number God, man. For real,
Man,
for real.
So to you know, move on to this next section. Laziness, bro.
Talk about it.
What part, like, how does that play? Because there's so many people that want to be an entrepreneur, bro,
Yeah.
but they don't know what it entails, bro. They think
No.
we just really sit and do nothing all day. As
You know-
appealing as it looks,
Man,
it is a lot of work.
it's so much work to the point that you really don't know what day it is half the time.
Facts.
You forget to eat. You forget a lot of stuff because you're such in a grind mindset. You know, like I'll give you a perfect example. Like I said, I took that trade in Broken Bow and I was up on Sunday until like 1:15, 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Managing the trade. Right? Now here's the deal. People that have to go to work on a Monday, could they be up that late and manage the trade and go perform at a job?
Right.
Probably not. Or if they did, they'll be super tired at work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The benefit of being an entrepreneur is I stayed up to 2 a.m, went to sleep. I woke up and I traded, still at market open. And then I went to sleep. My bedtime that day was like at 3:30,
Right.
right? And I slept until like 10 something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I slept in for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I have the benefit and the blessing. Let me repeat that. I have the blessing and the benefit to be able to make my own schedule. You see what I'm saying? That is happiness in my head.
Facts.
Because it's like, yo, even though I gotta work, I gotta make sure I provide, I still am able to really control my schedule.
Exactly, bro. And what's so crazy about being an entrepreneur is that most people don't realize how much work it is.
Yeah.
Because like they like, oh, if I could just work for myself, I could do. No, because if you don't do it now, you're not going.
No.
You're really not going to do it when somebody's not telling you what to do.
No.
Most people
Discipline.
are controlled by their boss. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When to go here, when to do that, when
Yep.
and you program to do that.
Yeah.
But when you don't have nobody there, saying that,
Right.
easily you can just get up and watch TV.
Yeah.
Do nothing.
Yeah, you can get depressed very
You
easily.
get depressed very
Yeah, 'cause
easily,
it
bro,
happened
and
to
you
me.
will not be motivated at all
Not at all, man.
to do anything. You gotta
Bro.
literally every day make yourself do stuff.
You have to, because I tell you, man, when I first started entrepreneurship, I wasn't a full-time entrepreneur. I was
Yeah.
a part-time entrepreneur.
Right.
Right. I love the idea of it, but I was, you
You was
around
telling
it.
me,
Bro,
yeah.
I was petrified.
You was telling me,
He
yeah.
was the one like, bro, it's time to quit. Bruh, you're
Right.
doing it. Bruh, quit.
Yeah.
And it took a long time for me to say, okay, I'm ready. Right?
Yeah.
And when I quit, bro, I remember the day. I was sitting in my office. I was praying so hard because a whole lot of stuff had happened. That's a whole other podcast, but a whole
Right.
lot of drama happened. And it was to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not going back to this. This job put me in a hospital. I
Yeah.
had a heart monitor twice
That's crazy.
at the age of 28 and the age of 32, I believe. Twice, bro. A heart monitor?
Yeah, that's wild.
Basically making sure I don't have a stroke because I suffer from internal stress disorder. I never heard of it. Then I was diagnosed with anxiety and a bunch of other stuff.
Wow.
7 different medications that I was like,
All that from a job.
I'm not about to take all these medications.
Yeah, that's wild.
I took them for like a couple of weeks. Bro, when I tell you, I was over here zombied out.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't really think for myself. I was just working and just like a robot, bro. I was like, my personality was just disappeared. And I was like, I look at the medicine they give people to this day, and it's never something that's gonna help you. It's always something that's gonna
It's gonna bring you back.
it's gonna bring you back.
So they can make more
They
money off
never
of you.
heal you.
You know what I'm saying?
They never heal you,
No,
bro.
sir.
They never heal you. They always give you a Band-Aid, and they say, okay, Band-Aid, your pill's out, come get another Band-Aid.
Bro, you know what's so wild about that? Like, you got all these people that like take all these pills, right?
Yeah.
And then the doctor will, if they tell you, most of the time they tell you certain stuff like change your diet.
Yeah.
And that's
If they
really
do
the
that.
cure. If they
Bro,
do that.
That's all it is.
It's-
Everything, all
bro,
medicine, bro.
that's
All
crazy.
medicine is from the earth.
Yep.
Every pill they have. Here's the deal. I don't know nothing about how they make pills. I don't know none of that, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. From what I understand, all the medicines that we have, there's always some kind of an extract from some plant, some
Facts.
fruit, some herb,
Yeah.
right? And then they mix it with something else, and they say, okay, we give you let's say, for example, the pill is this remote control, right? And,
Yeah.
and this part of the pill, right, let me get over for the camera. This part of the pill is the good stuff.
Right.
And the rest is fillers. The rest, so you see those commercials, they be like, yo, you got arthritis? Let me give you this pill. This pill's gonna cure arthritis. It's gonna help you for a couple hours.
you're gonna be bleeding out your
Get
ears.
cancer. Your nose is gonna fall off, and your
Right.
left toe is gonna go numb.
Right.
It's like, bro, why would I take that pill?
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Give me the good part of the pill. They're not gonna do that. It's not good for business.
Facts, bro.
You see what I'm
It's
saying?
all about that almighty
And-
dollar. That's
that-
to them. That's what they want.
My bad. So
yeah,
that
you done
part-
broke something. Look at
Yeah, look, I done broke the pill. Forget the pill.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's wild though, bro.
Yeah.
But back to the laziness, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, this is for all the people out there who want to do what we do. It's going to take a lot of self work,
time.
a lot of self work
Yes.
to live this lifestyle. As
Mm-hmm.
appealing as it is, it's stressful as heck. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Boy.
You literally don't know where your next dollar is coming from. And any given moment, some could stop, some could slow down, and that's
Yep.
it. At
That's
least
it.
with a job, you got a steady paycheck. You know what I'm
you
saying?
go.
Coming every week. And you could do half the work and still get paid. You know
Easy.
what I'm saying? I
Easy.
used to sit in the stall at work texting and making money on my phone half the time at jobs, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I still get paid the same amount.
So you did the restroom break
You
situation?
feel me? Bro,
I used to be like, I gotta go do number 2.
you right.
I was in a trading
Facts.
because I got caught trading too many times.
Bro, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
And it was like, and I was blowing accounts left and right.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, if I can blow a couple $1,000s in a few minutes, I can make a couple $1,000s in a few
Bro,
minutes.
facts.
It's looking at the glass half empty versus half full.
Looking at the
see what I'm
glass
saying?
half empty.
So when I noticed that, I was
Yeah.
like, yo, keep going, right? Again, 9 years, man.
9 whole years.
It took me 9 years to really, really get to a point where I said, okay, I trust myself to be able to consistently be profitable. And it started with me literally making that $300 a day.
Bro, that's good though, because with so much instant gratification nowadays, it's like if you tell somebody it's gonna take them 9 years,
They ain't doing it.
they liable to pass out.
Bro, they're like, I ain't finna do that.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
that, but the time gonna pass anyway.
It's gonna pass anyway. Why not start now?
You might as well start now.
I'm gonna tell anybody that's watching this video, stop asking the questions about, will I be profitable? Is this strategy gonna work? Is this gonna give me this much? How much am I gonna make off of investing in your PAM or whatever it may be? I'm not gonna tell you anything from going forward. What I'm gonna tell you is take action, man. And anything you do, you gotta take action.
Facts.
And if you just continue to always sit on the fence and watch everybody else. I got people that have been watching me since day one in the government when I quit. Friends of mine saying, hey, Los, man, I'm gonna tap in with that trading thing. A year go by. Hey, Los, hey, bro, I see you was in Croatia, bro. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap in with that trade thing. Another month go by. Hey, bro, I see you done bought the vet. Hey, I'm gonna get this trade thing.
Right.
Hey, Los, you done bought 20-something properties. I'm gonna get this trading thing.
Yeah.
Get in the trading thing then.
Fact.
Stop
And
talking
stay
about
in
it.
the trading
and stay
thing.
in it. You're gonna lose.
I was just about to say that, bro.
You're gonna
I would say
lose.
how many people would actually stick in this game if at the beginning you told them you're gonna lose for 9 years.
They wouldn't do
They
it.
wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it because everybody's different. I got students, man, that I put in trading. They join in our community of some sort, and they took them a few months.
Yeah.
See, I gotta understand something about me.
Come on,
I
man.
ain't the smartest Crayola in the box at all.
Crayolas aren't smart at all.
At all,
No, like-
bro. You feel me? Like, bro, in college, I had all remedial courses.
Yeah.
Right? Math, please. College algebra, please. Bro,
Yeah.
I failed speech. I speak English. How did I
Right.
fail speech?
Right.
Like, come on. Right? But it happened. And so what people got to understand is just because my journey took me 9 years doesn't mean it's going to take you 9 years. It may take you a
Exactly.
year. It may take you a
Everybody
couple of
learns
months.
different.
I got a 13-year-old, bro. It took him 3 months.
Preach on it.
Bro, blew my mind. Bought his mama a car. It wasn't no Benz or Mercedes, no Lambo or nothing like that. It was a nice Altima, but bought his mom's a car. Bro, what?
Guess how long it took my wife to become profitable?
Man, your wife is a legend. Though.
1 day.
Facts. Your wife a legend.
It took me about 7-8 years,
right,
bro.
right. People comprehend differently.
Facts.
You like, I can teach somebody a very simple overbought, oversold strategy or something like that, and they will comprehend it and pick it up within days.
Literally.
Other people, all right, bro. So when it hit that 82, do I sell then or do I wait? I'm like,
Oh
bro,
my gosh,
because they're gonna
bro.
ask the questions. They're gonna question you to death, and it's gonna and then if you don't answer them, guess what?
You're a scammer.
You didn't stop them from
Yep.
learning it, and you a scammer, and you ain't about nothing because you didn't take the time out to hold their hand on something
Facts.
you done produced 30,000 videos
Man,
on.
listen, some of y'all, listen. Do research.
That's it.
You want to know how me and this brother right here got to where we are? We research a lot.
That's it.
That's going to separate you from the next person.
That's it.
Most people are lazy. Back to that lazy word.
Yep.
They're not going to research.
No.
How simple it is to do a Google search on how to do something, a YouTube video. You asking us all these questions that you can just YouTube and Google.
Just Google it. Just Google it
Bruh,
all day long.
people, bro, I could literally make billions of dollars off of y'all. Mm-hmm. And all the questions y'all have. People ask me for courses I haven't even created yet, bro. And I'm like, bro, I just give them the information for free. But I'm
Yeah.
like, if I wanted to charge y'all for everything, I could.
You could, right.
Because y'all don't research.
Right.
And
Right.
it's just like that old saying that said, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. Like,
I hate it, but it's true.
It's same equivalent to not researching.
Yes.
You never gonna, like, come on,
Not
man.
too many people like to read, man. I'm one of them. It took me a while to get to the point where say, I'm gonna tell you what made me go and research.
What's
I
that?
couldn't afford these mentors out here. Bro, every mentor was like, at that time, bro, at that time it was a lot of money. It was like $5,000, $6,000. Now I'm seeing people charging $25,000.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you a hack
yeah,
to get everything you want from all these gurus.
yeah,
Watch their podcast and watch multiple podcasts.
facts.
Bro, literally.
They give it out the
I
game.
don't- Bro, they giving out so much game.
Yeah.
And if you actually take notes, like I got a note section in my phone called mentors, and I got a lot of virtual mentors, bro. And in multiple interviews over the course of a couple years, bro, I've learned so much information
Yep,
that could make me freaking multi-millionaire, over and
Facts.
over again.
facts.
And because I know this to be true, because I actually bought a course from somebody, and everything they said in that podcast was the course. And I was like, Okay, so they is giving out the game,
Yeah, yeah.
and some people always just think it's some type of special sauce that they missing.
Yes,
And they're
yes.
like, let me buy in. They just to
Yeah.
find out that it looked just like. And I tell people all the
same.
time, bro, it's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
I tell people, and you can, my students can vouch for me. They be like, I want to pay you $2,000 for your one-on-one. I said, before you do that, go watch all my free YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Because chances are I'm gonna tell you that exact same thing
On the YouTube.
on the YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
All the questions
I
you
learned
ask.
tons of strategies from you.
Yeah.
Literally, I would go to Jeremy's channel and I would go and just watch some of the strategies because I see him winning. I'm like, yo, okay, I want to try that strategy. And I try it and I see that it works. Right. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm gonna add that to my little, you know what I'm saying, arsenal of
Yeah.
trading. And a lot of people don't understand, man. Here's the deal. And this is something that is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a strategy.
Come on.
Let me explain.
A secret strategy at that.
It's secret, right. There's no such thing, guys. Like, here's the deal. We can give you alerts.
Yeah.
We can give you signals.
Yeah.
Everything is dust.
Yeah.
What I mean by dust, the dust has already settled when the alert came out.
Yeah.
Because the move is happening in real time and the move
Facts.
always changes.
Yeah.
Like, the strategy that I use every single day, it's like a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Because every day the market is different. I may take a strategy that I would normally use on market open. I won't use the same strategy on a breakout.
Come on,
I
man.
won't use the same strategy at a certain time of the day. I won't use a certain strategy during a macro or a macro. You know what I'm saying?
So there is an effective way to trade based off having an arsenal of at least a few strategies, bro.
Exactly.
And that's why people, bro, you know how many people came to me and was like, why you got so many strategies, bro, if they work, bro? Because each day the market might be different. Mondays and
Exactly.
Fridays alone to tell you that.
Bro, you feel me? I just did it on Friday.
Yeah.
I used a strategy I normally would use during the morning time of high volatility.
Yeah.
Guess what? That strategy didn't work on Friday at 1 something in the evening, in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
It didn't work. So guess what I was doing? I was chopping up, I was sitting there, and if I was irrational, if I was emotional, and I wasn't trading my plan, I would have closed those trades. I said, nope. Why? I've been managing people's money for 5 years, bruh. People don't realize that. I've been managing people's money.
Right.
I just launched a PAM. I've been doing this for a long time before PAM was even
Nah,
offered to
literally
me.
though.
And people didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So the people that have been investing in me for years, I got some name. I got in the government world. I got some high people
Right.
that invest in me and they trust me. They seen me take a 30% loss. They seen me get it back plus 50. And they stuck around. They understand investing, right? They don't want to learn how to trade, but they trust how I trade.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of people, now that I got the PAM, you can see that. People
Bro,
can do that.
you know what's so crazy? When you learn a skill set good enough, especially a money-making skill,
Yeah.
people will offer you money.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it all the time.
Like you said, you got investors now looking like, hey, I got some money for you to invest.
all
You know
the
what
time,
I'm saying?
bro. I get it all the time.
Bro, I was watching a video early this morning, and it's this guy that owns like, he don't even own them. He's a luxury exotic car rental person, right?
Yeah.
And he literally almost has every car you can name, but he owns none of them. And all of the multimillionaires, they're just giving him cars. They're going to buy them for him.
Oh, so he can actually manage them.
Bro, so he said he started out with like a Maserati or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Pulled up to a hotel or something. A guy came out and was like, yo, nice car. I guess that's when Maserati was popping.
Yeah.
Came a nice car. Like, what do you do? Like, he said, this is my, no, I got a rental car service. He said, oh, you rent cars out. He said, what kind of fleet you got? He said, it's my only one, but I'm looking to get some more. He said, well, how good are you? He said, well, this rents out for this much a day, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He's like, wow, really? Like, what kind of cars do you need? And he said, I mean, it'd be nice to get a Huracan. He said, look, take my number down. And he said within like 2 or 3 months, the guy hit him up, bought a Huracan to go on the fleet. He said, I only want to drive it 3 days out the week.
What?
And I want you to rent it out the rest of the month or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And he said he got that one, and he said literally the same thing. He pulled up in a Huracan somewhere at a car meet. Somebody else asked him, and then they like, what
And that's
other
how you
kind of
build it.
cars? And it's just crazy that
Value.
like when you got a skill set, or people would just give you
Facts, bro.
whatever you need. He
Facts.
like, I'm just shocked because I don't own
Yeah.
none of them, but I get to enjoy every piece.
Every
of it.
piece of it. And that's the thing, man. Like, you got to understand there's one thing to provide value.
Yeah.
There's another thing to provide a lot of value, right? Like, value is like me just hey man, let me tell you how to get in real estate. That's
Yeah.
value. It's like,
Right.
okay, do step 1, 2, whatever, you get in real estate, just like that, right? But if I tell you hey Jay, I'm gonna help you buy your first property in the next 30 days. That's a lot of
That's
value.
a lot of value.
Because now we got a plan.
Facts.
We wrote it down. We literally broke it down into, small, easy tasks.
Yeah.
And we're gonna knock out every task. We're gonna hold each other's hands, hold each other accountable until we get that first property. Right? That's extreme value. It's the same
Yeah.
thing in day trade. When people come to me and say, "Hey Los, I heard you got a pound. Can I invest in your pound? I got $500." That's the minimum.
Yeah.
Guess what I tell them out the gate?
What?
You ain't gonna make no money. They gonna be like, "What do you mean? Your minimum is 500." 500.
Right.
You're not gonna make a lot of money.
Facts.
There's a 60-40 split. That means every dollar I make, you're gonna get 40 cents on that $500
Yeah.
investment. Now here's the deal: you came with $10,000, $5,000. Things change,
Things change.
right? So when people get their feet wet
Yeah.
and they say, "Okay, this 500 turned into 600 within
Right.
30 days," some people are gonna say, "Man, this ain't for me. I'm pulling my money out. I thought we was gonna double my account." Stop going to people thinking they go double your
Man,
account
listen.
in 30 in literally a day.
That's
Like,
them.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when you go and look at, I ain't gonna say this part. I can't.
You can't. Don't do it. Don't
I
do
ain't
it.
gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But I'm gonna say the other side of it. When you got somebody that's coming to you with $500 and they're ready to invest, and that's all they have, those are the people that I want to work with, because those are the
Facts.
people that are gonna be coachable.
Facts.
But you got that cat that is actually papered up and he got 500 and he like, hey man, and he hitting you every day. Said, hey bro, I seen the account, man, was at 5. I'm at 5. I'm at 480 now, bro. I don't think I want to rock with this.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna block you after this.
Nah, for real.
Because you're the kind of investor that's very novice, or you're uncoachable.
Yeah, bro.
Because you think that money is like you've been watching too many gurus.
Literally.
Right? It's like, hey, bro, I see this one cat, he up 32,000%. I'm like, bro, and that means he over leveraged his account.
Literally.
Because when I see how much assets is under management, and I see you got a 2,000% increase in
Wait
one
till you
day,
take a loss.
bro.
That loss gonna be just as
that
big as
loss
that
is
win.
gonna
You hear
be
me?
negative 22,000%. Like you have to understand there's a such thing as fast money and slow money.
Facts.
Slow money brings wealth.
And
Fast
slow money
brings
is
blown
for
accounts.
show money. Slow money is for show money, man. When
That
they
part.
gonna learn, bro?
That part.
Like,
I tell them all the time.
Man, listen. I know how to make money fast and then turn it to slow money. Move it
That
to
part.
like you do. Real estate.
That part.
You move your money to real estate.
Exactly.
A hard asset, slow over time, it's gonna grow, mature in equity.
Exactly.
Boom. I seen that one dude, bro. It's a trader. He trades stocks, but he did a compound plan for a full year, bro. Didn't take out no withdrawals. I'm like, dang, that's different.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's discipline.
That's a lot of discipline,
Yes.
bro. But he only started with like 400. I think he at the end of the year he was at like 80 some thousand,
Right.
something like that.
Sheesh. Yeah.
But I'm like, that's
That's a huge flip.
crazy, bro.
That's a huge flip. And he
Just
stuck
doing
to
it
a plan.
slow. Yeah,
Yep.
and having a plan, bro. And
Yeah.
that's like super important. Like having a plan in
Right.
the markets, having a compound plan, having structure, having that
Yeah.
discipline. Like you'll go far, but everybody wants to rush.
Yes.
And I get it because you see where we are, but you didn't realize it took us this
took-
long to get here.
That part.
So it looked fun and look appealing.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take you time to do it. And
Bro.
this the part that takes the most time.
Yep.
The discipline, the emotion, all the emotions, all
Yeah.
that's what takes the long. The strategy, you can learn that in a week or two.
Right. Right.
And have that down pat.
It's the risk management, bro.
Right. It's the risk management, bro.
Right.
It's the mindset. It's the
Yeah.
psychology
I
behind
tell
it
people
all.
the time, man. Like people, when I launched my first product as a, again, I'm a developer, and I don't code myself. I hire a team. I
Yeah.
have people that I partner with. And when I created Solo Dash Pro, I had a lot of people in the community saying, bro, why you didn't bring out Solo Trend first? I want Solo Trend.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're not understanding. Solo Trend ain't nothing without risk management.
Facts.
You gotta have risk management.
Boy.
If I teach people, here's the deal, that product didn't go that well. It didn't sell out like my strategy products, cheat code and all other products, right? It sold, but people that understood it, oh, bruh, they over here, bro, I gotta get access to this on Sway.
Yeah.
Like, bro, MT4 ain't work. I need I need Solo Dash.
Yeah.
Because Solo Dash is meant to keep you from blowing your account.
Facts.
It's already built with all the risk management tools you
Literally.
need. You see what I'm saying?
Literally.
And when people understand that, when they realize that risk management is the key to consistency, that's when they'll start waking up and saying, okay, I need to build a risk management plan.
Yeah.
This is not me trying to plug my product. This
Right.
is me literally telling y'all, figure out a risk management
Hey,
plan.
you can plug whatever works, bro. Hey, real
Yeah.
talk. If it worked, plug that.
Nah,
thing. You know what I'm
facts,
talking about? Because
facts.
it's helping the people. You got the proof.
It's helping the people,
You feel
man.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's documented. So
Yeah.
that's dope. Listen, so at what point in your life like trading wise, were you comfortable with taking big risk in the market? Because I remember back when I started, a standard
Yeah.
was so scary, bro. If I thought about doing a $1 lot size, bro, I was about to pass out.
Bruh. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It took a while.
And now it's like nothing, bro.
It took a while. Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
tell you, man, it happened when we launched Pipology. Like, it was that day when I didn't shave for weeks. And he was
Oh, for real? That was there?
That was literally one. Your strategy.
Yeah, the one candlestick.
I got very confident on our strategy.
Yeah.
And I upped my lot size. That's when I did some numbers
Yeah.
on that strategy. I didn't shave for like weeks, y'all. I was in the lab, bro. Like, I was in there. And the thing was, I realized, man, that the money you put in the market, I use this analogy all the time. I say it all the time. Go to the backyard, dig a hole, bury that money,
Yeah.
and walk away. Don't just think about doing it. Actually do it.
Right.
Go get a shovel, literally, physically. I actually have done this, bro,
Yeah.
because I needed to know what I can go without. Right? I needed to be able to make sacrifices when I wasn't buying the car that I wanted, when I wasn't living in the house I wanted. Even
Right.
to this day, I don't live in the places I want to live in. I don't have the car that I want.
Right.
Right? I got what literally I can afford below my means.
Got
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't live at the top of my income.
Yeah.
I live at like 30%.
Good.
Right? If I'm so if I'm doing this hypothetical, I'm doing 100,000 a month. I'm
Right.
not making that. So don't over here try to fact check me, right? But let's say for example, I was doing $100,000 a month,
Yeah.
right? I'm not living off of 80,000 a month and
Right.
having 20 left.
Right.
That's insane to
Right.
me, right?
Right.
Guess what I'm living off of? About 10,
Yeah.
maybe 15. I got 85,000 to play with. Investments, buying assets,
Yeah.
launching new businesses and products.
Yeah.
Because the goal is not about making $100,000 a month. The
Right.
goal is what I can do in a year. Because as an entrepreneur, you don't get to say, okay, I know every single month I make $5,000 a month.
Right.
No, sir.
Right.
As an entrepreneur,
Yeah,
you
it's-
better
it's
be
gonna
happy
fluctuate.
if you can pay your bills every single month.
No, real
because
talk.
it's gonna fluctuate. Just like the market, you got peaks and you got valleys.
Valleys.
You know, you just better hope that
No,
you're in the
real talk.
uptrend.
Real
right?
talk. And while you up, put that money away.
Put that money
You hear
away
me?
for a
And
rainy
store it.
day.
Real talk.
Exactly.
Hey, well, I ain't gonna lie. When I first started and money was rolling, man, listen. I wasn't listening to nobody. You hear me? You can't tell me nothing if you ain't got no bag.
right.
But boy, let me tell you, that rainy day will come.
Bro, it
and
always
it sure
does.
enough will, and you better be ready for it.
Yep.
Because I said, all right, Lord, I hear you. Let me come on back.
Because he gonna talk to you.
He gonna talk to you.
He gonna talk to you, bro.
Yeah, he said, I'll slow all this down. You
Yeah.
wanna get cocky.
That
All
part.
right, let me chill.
He
You
said
know what
to
I'm saying?
chill.
All right.
Because you get to the point where, again, that's why people with influence, right? Like you got major influence. I got a little bit of influence. What we say and what we do affects a lot of people.
Facts.
But like when you drop a video, how many people shoot you a DM and not comment?
Facts.
How many people shoot you that DM and say, "Hey man, you inspired me, man. You
Yeah.
really changed my life." Those are the people. And like, this, my mom used to always tell me, "Their blood is on your hands."
Not real talk.
That's a deep statement.
Real
I
talk.
give a story. I ain't gonna say names, but I give a story. I had a close friend, grew up with. Me and him were best friends. He did everything I did. Everything. I didn't realize it. My mama did though.
Yeah.
So when I was out the clubs, he was going to the clubs. When I was getting in fist fights with people, he was back there fighting with me. When I was over here trying my first Black and Mild, which was disgusting,
Yeah.
he tried it with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had my first beer, he tried it with me. We was doing all that. My mom caught me doing, literally getting beer from some guy. Because we wanted to try beer. My mama
Yeah.
caught me. Mom was like, "What are you doing?" And my boy was with me. Right? And at that moment, she said, "His blood is on your hands.
Facts.
You cannot keep doing things. You influencing people to do the same things you're doing." So what happens when you get on Instagram and you showing people that you doing, you overtaking 50 lots on a small account, right? You literally just redlining the account. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna
The
redline
same
the
thing.
account because they believe that if you can do it, they can do it. And then you got the people that's fugazi. The ones that's gonna show you they just made $100,000 in the market,
Listen.
but they didn't show you the amount they lost because they done made all their money on product sales or on
Facts.
something else,
Facts.
and they making it seem like they doing better than what they are.
Man.
That's why it's important to be transparent.
100%.
Because there's the deal. People may ask me. I get people all the time say, "Hey, Los, man, like you always showing your videos, man. I love that." And then some
Yeah.
people be like, "Man, I wouldn't do that if I was you. What if you lose?" That's the point.
Right.
That's the point.
You gotta show them the real.
Because when I lose, bro, when I took that loss this weekend, bro, I posted it.
Hey, hey, I love that. Cause you gotta be transparent.
Got to, man.
But this is one thing some people don't realize, bro. And you can vouch. How long did you go before you actually had a loss?
Months, bro. Months.
Bro.
Months.
People will be like, bro, why don't you post your losses? I do when I lose.
When I lose.
But if I'm not losing,
There you
there's
go.
nothing to post.
And understand what a
You know
losing,
I'm
what a
saying?
losing day is.
Right.
A losing day is I open up my charts. Let's say I make $1,000.
Yeah.
And then I lose 700 of it.
Right.
I still make 300.
Facts.
That's a winning day.
Facts.
My clients are happy. They see their account go up.
Yes.
Now, if I close the day at a negative, that's considered a loss.
Exactly.
I'm posting that, and all
Right.
my clients can see it.
Right.
They see when they lose.
Right.
And they hit me up when they got a problem.
Yeah.
I have not had one client hit me up and complain. Why? Because I'm transparent.
Yes.
I tell them what they're getting themselves into. I let
Exactly.
them know, hey, I'm going to risk 30 to 40% of your account over the haul of this account.
Yeah.
Right? That's some clients. I have two different PAMs. I have an aggressive one and a moderate one. The moderate one, 20%. I'm going to risk 20% of your account.
20%.
20%. If we lose 20%, I'm going to lower the risk down. I'm going to gain it right back. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And so people that understand that, they come in and they're not going to ever have a problem. But the
Facts.
ones that come in and say, oh, man, I need to make more money. You need to go to another PAM.
Right.
It's
This
just that
ain't the
simple.
one for you, big
I'm
fella.
not going to change up what I'm doing
Right.
to appease one person
Exactly.
when I have majority happy.
Yeah.
But I'm helping these people make an income they ain't got to work for, man.
Man.
That brings me peace.
Big blessings.
That brings me peace, bro.
Bro, one thing I know about Los, he always been well, I ain't gonna say always, cause I ain't know him all the way. Ain't nobody always been a good manager.
Facts,
but
facts.
Since I've been knowing him, like when he been doing EAs and all that, bro, I always managed it. Bro, people will be blowing their accounts on these robots.
Boy.
That, you know what I'm saying? And bro would still have his robot. The same one, everybody stopped using it. I come up like, you still using that bot? He
Facts.
like, yeah, I've been using it for months.
Facts.
This how many people eating off of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, how? He's like, cause I actually manage it. I watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that management is important, bro.
It's very important, man. It's risk management.
Yeah.
Like, you got to understand, man, like most of these people that develop bots and EAs and things like that, they're not optimizing them. They're not checking them every quarter.
Facts.
They're not changing the algorithm. It's like, bro, they give you something and then they be like, oh yeah, it's gonna make you 20% a month. It's like,
Right.
bro, hands free. No, it's not.
No,
it's not. Because these little martingales and grid strategies, bro, like I've been caught up in those before.
what bait?
Bro, they bait. And it's like, yeah, you'll win for a few months. You'd be like, yo, this is it. I ain't got to do no rest of my life. And you look up and your account is in drawdown 97%. It's red line. You get that
Boy.
red banner at the bottom. You over here
I
like,
done been through a few of those, boy. I'll be up. I'll be chill. Like first month, great. I
Yeah.
mean, we eat.
eating.
I stopped looking at it. You know, we good. Coming there and checking every now and then, still up, cool.
Facts.
One day going there, negative 6,000. Oh, what's going on here?
Like, what happened?
Is this gonna close out? Negative
happened?
7,000, 8,000.
Yup, and
I
it
just
keep
start
going.
closing them out manually.
Yeah, you got to. Because if you don't,
Bruh.
you're going to blow the whole thing. Because, again, people will shine a nice little shiny thing in front of you. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, I got FX booked. And I mean, all that stuff can be altered
Manipulated.
down, bro. All of it.
Yeah, bro.
Everything's a scam now. You got AI, and now you got AI. I was like, bro,
boy,
when they
listen,
gave AI
that's
to
a
the
whole
public,
nother level.
boy, I was like, why,
Yeah,
why did
bro.
I do this? Because to me, AI is a handicap. Look at the next generations that are coming out,
Facts.
bro. They literally ain't got to go to school. They ain't got to go to school if they want to.
At all.
If they do go to school, they can use Chat GPT to pass
Facts.
everything.
Everything, bro.
Like, bruh, if the technology is there, you know what I'm saying? But I tell y'all, man, to circle back on topic, like I tell people, like anything you choose to do, if you choose to be an entrepreneur, if you choose to be a part-time entrepreneur like I was for a long time, you can do both. It's okay to have a job. Like, don't sit up here and think for 1 second that working a full-time entrepreneur and working a 9-to-5 is something fun to do. It's not. It's not. So you gotta have
Facts.
balance. You gotta have time for your kids if you got kids. You got time for your
Facts.
spouse if you got a spouse.
Yeah.
You gotta have time for your friends if you got friends. Because eventually you're gonna get to a level where people are gonna start fading away. And that's the big thing about entrepreneurship. People will start fading away when they feel like they cannot reach you anymore.
Yep.
They feel like that you don't have time for them.
Yep.
They feel like you're better than them and you ain't even done nothing. You just in your bag and you're
Facts.
focused on your future because
Facts.
you have a wife or a husband that you're trying to take care of, that you're
Exactly.
trying to get to the next level.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm big on balance, but I'm also big on grind.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I told my wife when I married her, I remember the day I proposed to her, I didn't get on one knee, I got on two knees.
That boy's in love.
Bro,
You hear me?
love, right? And it's like we have our ups and downs like every other relationship. We
Yeah.
ain't perfect. But, bro, when I proposed to her, I told her I'm going to give you the world.
Yeah.
I said that in front of God and in front of everybody that was there. So I have to do what? Fulfill my destiny
Facts.
in doing so I can do what I can do for her. Now my wife is in a place. My wife then became a full influencer overnight.
Love it.
I'm over here looking at her. She went from the 1,800 followers to like 30,000 on TikTok,
Crazy.
20,000 on Instagram. I'm over here looking like, what?
Bro.
All because, guess what? I give her the space to do what she needs to do.
Back to what I was saying. Give your woman options.
Give her options.
Ooh, watch how good life get.
Oh, bro, what? She told me, she said, wait till this money start rolling in the way it's supposed to. You ain't got to trade for the rest of the week. I'm going to be able to say, baby, don't trade this month. Don't
Listen.
do nothing. I got us. Because
Bro.
that's what a good woman is, bro.
Facts.
You feel me?
My birthday coming up on the 22nd.
Oh, man, we got to turn up, bro.
And since my wife has been trading, she's going to buy me what I want.
Cheers to that, brother.
Because I gave her the option. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, she has freedom.
Freedom.
She has freedom.
And
Yeah.
she's in her bag, in her element, and loving, and whatever she decides she want to do, she's
Bruh,
able to do
when
it.
I see your wife pop out on pocket options, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a problem."
Listen.
She finna go ham.
Went
And bro,
stew.
I've been watching y'all's journey, man, and it's like I gotta give kudos to y'all, man. Like y'all keep elevating, and a lot of people are not gonna understand why, right? And I'm gonna break down why. You elevate when you decide to.
Come on.
It's that simple. You
Facts.
elevate when you decide to.
Yeah.
Right? Like you gotta ask yourself, what is your handicap? What is your handicap? So my handicap was my job.
Yeah.
My job had a finger on, they had a thumb on me.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, oh, you have all the qualifications, we can't give you that next promotion. Okay. So I'm gonna keep on doing what I need to do because I know for a fact I'm supposed to make your weekly salary in a day. Right? You know what? I don't like talking about this, but I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
So I'll give you an example. So I made $110,000 a year,
Come on.
right? And
This is
and
at the job, right?
that's at the job.
Okay.
And I was like, dang,
Yeah.
that's good money. I wanted to make six figures. I got there.
Right.
And then I found out about inflation. Then I found out about everything else on the internet. And I
Yep.
found out about all these different opportunities. And I was still trading, but I was like, it was a part-time thing. 50, $100 here and there, cool. Right? And then when I made it a full-time thing, it became something amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so this this month, man, I did $36,000 this month. Today's the 8th, so this past month, right? And I was gonna do a video about it on Instagram, and I was like, I may not, I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
my wife is really skeptical about me talking about money and stuff,
Right.
You know, and I'll be honest, man, that's a nice bag in a month. You know, like that's some party's salary in a year.
No, real
you see what I'm
talk.
saying? And here's the deal. That's not. I ain't saying that's a super duper high month. I've done more,
Yeah.
right? Historically, I've done a lot more,
Right.
Right. And here's the deal. I'm telling y'all about this month because I want y'all to understand something, man. In anything you do, you have to focus on it.
Facts.
Stop jumping into multiple businesses.
Yeah.
Stop. Like, here's the deal. I'm a day trader and I'm a real estate investor. That's it. That's it. So
Yeah.
now let's break that down. Real estate, I'm doing what? I'm buying rentals. I'm doing owner finance. I'm doing flips. Those
Exactly.
are multiple streams of income
Inside
in
of
the same
one
niche.
niche.
Exactly. Forex.
Come on, bro.
I'm a developer.
Come on,
I
bro.
make products.
You said it.
I do a PAM. I do alerts. I do live trade calls. I let people join me. I charge different
Exactly.
subscriptions for these things. And my subscriptions
Exactly.
ain't crazy like all these other people,
Yeah.
man. I'm charging, man, $100 max
Yeah.
most of the time, or not cheaper,
Yeah.
or one-time fee to get the product. Why? I gotta pay for the development.
Exactly.
I gotta pay for the staff that's managing all this stuff because my strategies always elevate. So
Facts.
people that buy into my products, your product, we did it together, right? A few of them back in the
Yeah.
day. Guess what? We're always updating the product.
Yeah.
You buy it once, you're gonna get updates, right? You get the subscription, you get all the sauce as it comes out.
Yeah.
I don't need your money.
Facts, bro.
I make money in the market.
Bro.
I can prove it.
this brain that we got. Listen, God has blessed us
Man.
with the ability to
real.
create whatever we feel like creating, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way it's not gonna happen is if we don't make it happen, bro.
That's it.
Real
Action
talk.
takers.
I tell people everything I do.
Yeah.
And they be shocked.
Yeah.
They say, bro, where'd you create your product? I said, I got them off Fiverr. My coder.
Yeah.
Where'd you create this? Oh, I got them off of here. Why are you so comfortable with telling people that, bro? Aren't you? There's no competition, bro.
It's no competition. It's a $6
Even
trillion
if you
industry.
create the same thing,
Yeah.
you don't got my personality.
People are not buying the product; they're buying you
Exactly.
because they believe in you.
Facts.
And that's the difference. Why do you think they call them influencers? They believe. It's like I'll use Taylor Swift, right? I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but no disrespect
Throw
towards
that
Taylor.
out there. Look.
This is throw it out there. That's not my kind of music, right? But I look at I watch the news every morning. Dang, I'm old. I watch the news.
Oh
every-
yeah, you definitely old.
Bro, I'll be watching the news, bro.
Sheesh.
I'll be watching the news, bro. But I was watching the news this morning. They were talking about Taylor Swift's net worth.
Yeah.
Right. She's in the B club. Right. And it's her influence. She's likable.
Literally.
People like her. So
Literally.
people are investing in her likeness.
Yep.
And so when she turns around and says, "Hey guys, just want you to let you know," and this is made up, but I just want to let you know that I don't support Clorox bleach anymore. I only support some natural product called, Swift bleach or something. Guess what? She gonna sell out on Swift bleach.
First day.
Why? Because they love her. It's the same thing with you, bro. I buy products from him, and he's my friend. But I support my friends.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
I support what you're doing. You support what I'm doing.
Facts.
We support each other. And once you get to the point of realizing that side of it, you can do anything you want.
Exactly.
When people come to me and say, "Hey, Los, man, I want to create my own product," bet. You know what? I don't even know you, but I'm gonna talk with you because you have ambition.
Yeah.
Right? And there's ways that we can work together. I have so many people in my community that reach out to me. And the ones that reach out to me, the ones that are serious, I can tell. Because they don't come to me with "Hey man, I can bring value to your idea. I can bring value to you." They come to me with the value. Right?
Literally.
They don't come to me saying, "Hey, I got some ideas." They come to
Literally.
me with the ideas mapped out in the proposal.
Facts.
Those are the ones I'm like, okay, we can work together. Let me see what you got. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, listen. Let me ask you this. Do you think if you brought something life-changing to people, like gave them the entire blueprint, gave them everything they needed to know, showed them exactly where they would be if they did this, do you think they would still do it?
No.
Facts. I'm glad you said that, bro.
And bro, I'm gonna tell
That's
you,
crazy, ain't it?
it's because there's a deal. People cannot consume information at the speed that they need to. A lot of people are not open to it.
Yeah.
A guy that I met, they called him the Asian Bruce Lee. I'm not gonna say his name,
Yeah.
but he's a very, very. I said Asian Bruce Lee. They call him the Bruce Lee of meditation.
Okay.
And this guy he changed my life in like 48 hours, bro. And it was weird because I was in a dark spot, right? And this was earlier this year. My wife was getting to the point where she was like, "Hey, you need to figure something out," right? And it wasn't that I was unhappy. I was just depressed in other aspects of my life.
Yeah.
Right. And depression is a big thing, especially for African American men. We're scared to talk about it.
Facts.
Right. We don't want to go to nobody. We don't want to ask for help. We think going to a therapist is weak.
Yeah.
Because my wife, you need a therapist. You're bipolar. You're this.
Right.
Right. And I was having withdrawals, bro, from my old life. Right.
Okay.
And when I say my old life, like people think I left the government because I hated it. No, I love the government.
Right.
I love what I did. It was the leadership I had at the time. My mentor / boss went somewhere. Just
Right.
leave it like that. Right. He went to do some other stuff. And when that happened, I was left in the hands of some dummies. I said it, dummies. I say it to their face. Don't let me see them on the street, bro. Y'all. But they were dummies, right?
Yeah.
And when you get to that point of life where you're like, you know what? I got offered my job back 6 times now. 6, right? Different leadership, but these individuals were still in the chain.
Right.
No. I told them, if you give me a quarter, I'll come
I'm
back.
good.
A quarter is the highest paid salary
Nah, for
in
real.
the SES realm in the government, where at the time it was, which was like last year. And so they looking at me like, you out your mind? No. Because I make your salary, your weekly salary, I make it in the first 3-5 minutes of my day.
Facts.
Why would I come back to a toxic environment? And this is what helped me climb out of that mindset of being depressed.
Yeah.
That depression lasted for like 2 months. And you know what fixed it?
What?
Meditation. But it wasn't just meditating from the standpoint of sitting Indian style and
Right.
this, right? It was me going out to this event and this guy looked at me, and he was talking to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he noticed it, but when I talk to people, when I have a lot on my mind,
Yeah.
I veer off. I was looking at everything else. I had 1,000 things on my head. Right. And he said, I can tell that you're not consuming anything I'm giving you because your mind is like literally your mind is going 1,000 miles a minute. You're literally thinking about everything else but what I'm trying to help you with.
Wow.
He said, I'm gonna tell you right now, you have too much in your head, you have too many tabs open, and you're doing too much. I don't even know you, and I can tell that just by looking at you and
That's
just by
crazy.
talking
Read you
to
like
you.
a book.
Read me like a book. I'm over here feeling like, who you think you is?
Right.
But after I listened to him some more, he had my full attention. My eyes were locked in.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bro, I get what you're saying now. Okay. The next day, he started showing me other things I needed to do. When I got back from that event, bro, I came in this man cave, bro.
Yeah.
I was just praying. I listened to this song called Ocean Waters. It's a very, very biblical song. It made me cry every single time.
Yeah.
Right. I was worshiping God, and I was just like thinking. I was in my head by myself, and only thing I was praying about is, God, just get me to the place where I need to be in my mental space.
Yeah.
People may look at our lives and say, "Oh, these guys got it all together. Everything is great." Not everything is great all the time, bro. Because this right here.
Facts.
Here's the deal.
Gift and the curse.
I'm a socialite.
Yeah.
When I got success, I lost a lot of friends.
Yep.
I lost a lot of friends.
Yep. Same.
Only thing I had was my wife and a few people like yourself and a few others.
Right.
Bro, a few. Right? And when I noticed that, it made me sad. That put me in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And because I'm going to tell y'all, money is not going to make you happy. A Lambo that ain't going to make you happy.
At all.
A big house ain't going to make you
At
happy.
all.
A fatter bank account ain't going to make
It's
you happy.
not.
What's going to make you happy is having peace with God.
Yeah.
And understanding what your true purpose is.
Exactly.
Now that
And
I
what
know
truly
my
matters.
purpose, bro,
Yeah.
I know what I need to do. I
Yeah.
have direction.
Exactly.
And when you have direction, it's like having the GPS up on your car. You know exactly where to turn, you know exactly where to stop, and you know exactly when to turn around.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because you have
Yeah.
that discernment now.
Facts.
The closer you get to God, the closer you realize that this life is,
A vapor.
bro, you start to understand what's really important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people they're so busy on chasing what they think is gonna make them happy, and when they get there, they're still not happy.
Facts, bro. That it's so much to that to unpack what you just said,
Man.
bro. That's real
That's why
talk.
people can't comprehend stuff.
You
because they
chase
too
stuff,
much.
bro.
Yeah.
And when you get there, you realize, like, dang, it's so crazy because even the Bible tell you that with King Solomon. The richest man who ever lived, the wisest man who ever lived,
Yeah.
got everything and then realized this is meaningless.
This is meaningless. It doesn't mean
Like,
anything.
right.
No.
Stuff that really matters,
Yeah.
money can't buy.
But why do you look at these celebrities? Look, I don't want to bring up the Diddy thing,
Sheesh.
but look at that. I don't know what's true and what's false. It's a
Right.
lot. It's a lot of accusations. A
Yeah.
lot of stuff that seems to be pretty true.
Yeah.
Right. But look at it. All that money, all that success, and you over here doing all that, bro. What?
Yeah,
Why?
bro. Right.
Because you're not happy.
But one thing I've learned is that money will make you more of who you already are. So that's always been him.
Bruh.
He could do it at a bigger scale now
At a
because he
bigger
had
scale.
more money.
Exactly.
And he sure did do it at a bigger scale.
Boy.
The diddler.
They call him the Diddler.
The diddler.
The Diddler. How do you get a
Sheesh.
nickname? Bro,
Hey, I pray for him every day though, man.
Nah,
Because at the
man.
end of the
I
day,
hate
I
seeing
don't
any
want to
black
see
man get
nobody.
shut down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It just
Yeah.
it's a wild, and I just pray he repent for all his sins, bro. Because you
Yeah.
was doing the most, brother.
doing the most, man. And that's a lot of people. Like I said, to get to the moral of the story in your question, people cannot comprehend a blueprint because their mind is too colluded with everything else.
Yeah.
They're so fixated on everything else in their life. Like I look at people now that are doing the same thing that they were doing 15 years ago. The same thing. They wearing the same thing.
Come on.
They still in the same spots, hanging
Yeah.
out the same places, hanging out with the same crew, and they all still making the same amount of money.
Facts.
And they want to hate on other people, and all you see on social media when those people talk is negativity.
Man,
That brings them happiness.
you gotta
Drama.
distance yourself, bro.
I can't be around it.
from people that are going to try to pull you back down.
Yep.
As hard as it is,
Yeah,
you can always come back later. Remember that. They
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere.
facts.
9 times out of 10, they're gonna be in the same
They
spot.
gonna be in the same spot, bro.
So you
Same
might as
spot.
well go out and do what you need to do.
Exactly.
And you might be able to bring everybody can't go with you is what I learned.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But
Wouldn't
you
it be
might
so-
be able to bring a couple with you, you know what I'm saying? If they willing, you know.
Everybody
but
can't go, like Nipsey
everybody
said, bro.
can't go, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the tough part. But on the journey, you're gonna meet so many more
Oh yeah.
like-minded individuals.
Oh, yeah. You gonna make
know
new
what I'm saying?
friends.
New friends.
Yeah.
I know Drake said no new friends, but listen,
I know Drake said no new friends.
on this journey, you're gonna have a lot of new friends.
Yeah.
And they gonna be wholesome people.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna meet some good godly people, people
Yep.
who got your best interests at heart and want
Exactly.
to see you win versus other
Exactly.
people who plotting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On
Because
the downfall.
honestly, most of the people who got smoked or killed or whatever you want to call it
Yeah.
has been by people
They knew.
that they knew.
Mm.
You know
All
what I'm
the time.
saying? So it's like, wow. That's why a lot
Yeah.
of people move from their hometown, especially like rappers. Like,
Oh yeah.
always rappers getting killed in their hometown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because they want to stay in that environment. They
Yep.
want to stay true. They want to, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to.
You got to.
If you got kids too,
Right.
you better get up out of there.
Right. You become targets.
Facts.
You become targets.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is what my wife is always big on. Like, we don't even talk about that. You don't even
Right.
talk about that. You know, and I respect that. You know, that's why I don't talk about it all the time. I do it
Yeah.
in bits and pieces. But also, it's like it's like we live in a nice neighborhood. It's gated, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. It's, you know, we feel safe. But bro, it's never a time that when I go out, I'm not looking at my six.
Yeah.
It's never a time. Again, just being honest. I'm concealed carry.
Yeah.
Bro, I not only do I have one on my hip, I got some in the trunk
Right.
that will lay out the whole block.
Yeah.
TMI, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't play that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play with my family and I don't play with people getting in my personal space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like you're a threat, I gotta neutralize the threat.
Yeah.
And it's like at the end of the day, man, like that's why I don't go nowhere that much. Like I
Right.
really just sit back. And that's why even me drop like we talked about it last
vet.
podcast, the vet. The
Yeah.
vet, here you see them everywhere.
Yeah.
It ain't like it's a beautiful car.
Yeah, yeah.
But yet still, people are they always look.
They
There's
always
always
look.
somebody that's gonna be like, yo, what do you do for a living? You
Yep.
got those people that just be looking like, who that?
Right.
And you looking over like, hey man, please don't,
Don't
please
try it,
don't
big
try me.
fella.
Please, big fella, this just relax.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, man, you don't want to be in no situation that's gonna harm your family,
Right.
Or any situation that's gonna take you away from your family.
Facts.
So it's like people say, I'm with all the smoke. No, I avoid the smoke.
Facts.
I got too much to lose.
I don't want no problem.
I don't want no problem.
You know what I'm saying?
If you mad at me, bro, hey, I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't know what I did, but hey, I'm sorry.
And it took me so long to get there, bro.
You gotta be humble, man.
Because we all grew up in the hood. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
yeah, bro.
And it's
100%.
so easy for me to. Sometimes I could, but I have to think. You got kids, you got a wife.
There you
bro.
go.
You don't got to prove yourself.
Yep.
It's not worth it. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
I grew up in a neighborhood called the Panic Zone. Bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
And Laura, I see it every day.
Yeah.
Like, I seen people get shot. I seen drug deals happening. I
Yeah.
hung out with the biggest,
Right.
like OG's brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say names because
Yeah.
trust me, everybody know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Here. And so, but at the end of the day, it's like when you get exposed to all of that, people say, "Oh man, you got to go back to the hood and bring." No, you don't.
Bro,
No, you don't.
you can love the hood from afar.
Yeah.
You can do a lot from afar.
Facts.
You don't got to be in the midst.
Facts.
And as crazy as that sounds, because I know a lot of us don't like it,
facts.
but a lot of us are scared of our own people.
Yeah. They don't want to admit it, but they are.
Real talk. Though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get more nervous at a gas station with a group of black guys
Yep.
than you do at a group of white guys.
100%. 100%.
Because we giving them mugs,
Yep.
all that. And I get it. I mean, that's the environment we grew up in.
We grew up in that. We think we're supposed to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I do now?
What?
So I made it a point years back when I see another brother and he look at me in my eye and he mugging me. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Have a blessed
Yep.
day. They be like,
Yeah. I do the same thing.
all right.
Bro,
Because-
one mistake I made,
yeah.
I said, "What's up, bro? You good?" But it wasn't like it was like, you know, you good. But
Yeah.
then he took it like,
Oh, you got a
are you
problem?
good?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
It's
good,
like,
bro. I ain't on that. I'm just saying like you.
Are you having a good day?
Yeah. So I had to switch my verbiage up.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh yeah, you can't say you good. What's good, bro?
They
You good?
thinking you mad.
Right.
It's like, no, bro, because again, this is another thing when it comes to financial literacy. It's another thing when it comes to your being a product in your environment.
Facts.
We have to be able to walk away from our environment and look back at it and see what people we can bring with us
Facts.
that want to go and get out of that life.
Yeah.
Because that's my mission. Like the reason I even got on social media and started promoting trading and all this other stuff was to be able to see people I can help.
Yep.
People that I can put on. And people can believe that or not, you know, but that's my true mission, man.
Right.
Like I really want to see people win. And so when people that really see who I am and see who you are, you the same way.
Yeah.
When they see that, you're going to have some people that, man, he think he holier than all that. He always talking about the Bible. He always talking about, bro, I post scriptures every other day, if not
Yeah.
every day. And I get people who always have something to say.
All right.
Hey, you be holier than thou. You had a drink the other day. Bruh,
Yeah.
I'm human.
Yeah.
Like, bro, here's the deal. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect, but at the same time, I'm still going to lead with God because God knows my heart
Yeah.
and he knows what I'm trying to do in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not out here cheating on my wife.
Yeah.
I'm not out here being deceitful. I'm
Yeah.
not out here lying. I'm not out here stealing. I'm not out here doing anything bad. I'm out here literally trying to make sure my life is good, my family is good, I can set my people up for success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to touch on a point to make sure I don't go off track, but you had said earlier, like giving somebody the blueprint to success.
Yeah.
Right? I want to touch on that because there's a lot of things that you can do to give people a roadmap.
Right.
But it's a matter of how you actually deliver that roadmap, how you actually lay out that roadmap.
Yeah.
Right? And so this is stuff like, y'all don't know what me and Jay got coming, man.
Man,
we ain't
listen.
talked about it a lot. We ain't gonna talk about it on this either, but I'm gonna give a little, can I get a little tease?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
give a little tease. All right, so really, really soon, man, we gonna have a lot of things that are gonna help people get to a better situation of life. See, day trading, there's multiple strategies, right? But in financial literacy, there's very, very simple strategy you can do to set up your infrastructure for
Facts.
everything else to fall in place.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have an infrastructure blueprint that's gonna come. You ain't like when y'all see it, when y'all understand it, when y'all actually get immersed to it,
Next level.
it's gonna be next level because not only we're gonna show you how to day trade, we're gonna show you how to set up the infrastructure to make sure you avoid a lot of situations that we couldn't avoid because we didn't know.
Right.
You see what I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And so once we give these type of blueprints to people and roadmaps to people, it's not gonna be to the point where it's hard to understand. It's gonna be to the point where it's gonna be step by step, task by task. And once these things are broken down into manageable tasks, all you gotta do is just hold the hand.
Facts.
Hey, look, man, your step one is this. In 7 days, I wanna see step one done.
Yeah.
Come holla at me.
Yeah.
Those, if the people can finish step one, you get step one down, hey man, you serious.
Right.
Let's go to step two
Facts.
now. Because if I tell you to open up a shout out Sway. If I tell you to open up a Sway account,
Yeah.
right? Sway Markets demo account, and you can't even do that, how you expect to learn how to trade?
Right.
You can't even do step one.
Simplest step
That's
ever.
the easiest step. Open the account up, right? Get the account. After that, I'm gonna say, okay, it's time to get a demo account. Okay, now it's time to go over the strategy.
Right.
Okay, now it's time to take the first live trade. It's that simple. If I'm giving you everything you need, you're gonna have to
Bruh,
execute.
real talk.
That's
and I
it.
was explaining to my daughter the other day, bro, while I was taking her to school, about how people are in certain situations, how they live where they are versus how we live where we are and how we
Yeah.
are. I had to explain to her, a lot of people get the same opportunities.
Yep.
They just don't execute.
No,
I said, you know how many people have the information to become a millionaire,
Yeah.
but they don't do it.
they don't want to do it.
And I said, perfect example, you got certain people in this family
Right.
that, I showed them this,
Right.
and it's been years, and they still haven't done it.
There you go.
They see the impact it had on my life, but they
Yep.
still ain't do it.
No.
But then they asked for money, or they asked for this,
Right.
but it's like, you should have, the information's here, all
Right.
of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if people, you give them the blueprint, they still won't do it.
No.
It's the craziest thing. Because I
It's-
always wondered when I was younger, how is it that, like, I used to see my uncles on the porch drunk all the time. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
in my head as a kid, I was even thinking, like, I wonder if I'm going to be like that when I get older. Or, like, as I start getting a little more older, I was like, I wonder how people get this age
Right.
and they don't amount to nothing. They don't do much. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like, you always, like, realize, like, it's the choices they make in life.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. One wrong choice
Facts.
can literally deter you away from the trajectory of going up.
Yeah.
And I see it happen all the time. Like, excuse me, man, these things, bro, they make you, whew,
But belch all the
go
time.
for real. But the thing is, man, when you make one wrong choice,
Yeah.
it can be from you making $1 million,
Facts.
or you literally stand where you are for the rest of your life because of one dumb decision. Same thing in the markets. You make one bad decision, and then you say, okay, I can recover this trade. I'm going to put 2 standards.
Yeah.
Second bad decision. I can
Now you
recover this trade.
martingale your way down.
Now you don't put in 5 entries. right? With no strategy in mind. You're not looking at zones. You're not looking at the next
Nothing.
high. You're not looking at supply and demand. You just over here just hitting the button. Buy, sell. And you look up and it's like, all right, my account is now negative 80%. Bro, you compounded your decisions.
Facts.
You just kept making the wrong decision when you should have. Again, bro, guess what? If I would have held my trade on Sunday until around 2:30ish, I would have came out on profit. But what if I wouldn't have?
Facts.
Here's the deal. I have a responsibility
Yeah.
to make sure I keep my losses small.
Yep.
So number one, I had two factors against me. Number one, I took a trade in the afternoon on a Friday, and I know better. First mistake.
Yeah.
Number two, I had to be in the market on Sunday, and I only had a few positions I can take to stay within my trading rules. Now, one decision was bad.
Yeah.
The other one was good. Why is it good if you lost, Los? Because I took a 6% loss down to a 1.59% loss.
That's
That's a great recovery.
That's
You get what I'm
super
coming
great
from?
recovery.
Now, people look at the market. They were looking at the market on Sunday, and they would have seen in London that US started to continue to tank.
Yeah.
Bro, I would have walked away. I did the math. I would have walked away with a couple grand in profit. I was sleepy. I'm not going to trade sleepy, bro.
Right.
I said it on my video. Hey, I'm sleepy, guys. I got it down to 1.59.
Yeah.
And we done, guys. We out of there. I'll get it back tomorrow. What did I do? I came back, got 1,000 back. The next day, didn't get all back. The next day, I got the rest back plus some today.
Dope.
We good now.
Yeah.
We back on track.
Facts.
We're gonna lose. But here's the deal. My responsibility is to take care of home.
Exactly.
Because your money is my money and my money is your money.
Yep.
I had, bro, majority of the money in the account is my money.
Yeah.
I'm trading my money.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure I can still be a provider for my family and take care of the bills so my wife can do what she doing in there right now. Sewing, doing TikTok, selling products. Man, she done got 2 ambassador deals already, bro.
I love it.
She what was that? Tips Treats, the cookie company. Sign her up. She
Wow.
doing ambassador influencer for them.
Wow.
She's selling products on Amazon, ambassador for them. TikTok Shop, she done got like 4 different products, ambassadors for them. I'm over here looking like she living her best life.
Exactly.
She's happy.
Exactly.
And
Doing
that
something
makes
she loves
me
to do.
Happy, bro. Because I see her time freedom.
Facts.
Because here's the deal. When people say, okay, what's in the rest of what's on my agenda for the rest of the day? Well, I got a call tonight to do what? To talk about Forex and to help people learn more about PAMs and live trading.
Yeah.
And I'm doing what? Giving to the people.
Yeah.
What could I be doing? I could be going to the club.
Facts.
I could be partying. I could be drinking. I could be
Facts.
smoking. I could be doing all kind of stuff. I could be doing whatever, right? Because I have the time to do so. And I have the
Facts.
money to do so. But what happens when you continue to do all of that? It compounds.
Yeah. Literally.
You see what I'm saying? It's
They do.
the same thing when you say you're on a diet, but you done had 15 cheat meals in the same
Right.
week. What kind of
Right.
diet is that?
Right.
These are compounding
That's a
mistakes.
different kind of diet.
And now you're over trying to figure out why am I not getting in shape?
Right.
Bro, you eating sugar all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have no discipline. And so how are you going to become a provider? How are you going to be able to give for your wife and your family if you don't have no discipline to do it for yourself?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I love
all
it, man.
starts there.
It all starts there, and that, is gonna create the freedom that you desire. I love it because today my wife was able to go on a field trip with my little ones. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Something she's always been wanting to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to be out there at the pumpkin patch with them and just having a
Beautiful.
good time is man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she always thanked me too, which is crazy. She like, just thank you for teaching me a skill set that, has changed my life.
There you
Like,
go.
And now I ain't supposed to say this, but she teaching somebody right now. Her first little student, really her first 2 little students.
Yeah.
But they on their way to doing some stuff
Oh,
too.
boy. You done open the
But,
floodgate. You done
Yeah,
open the
don't
flood-
be hitting her up though. Don't be hitting her up. Talking about teach me because she gonna flame you.
Is
I'm
it
gonna
she
tell
gonna
you right
flame
now.
you?
My wife different. She different. She ain't like shit. She gonna let you have it.
She gonna blame you.
She ain't like me. You're
I think that's why your wife and my wife get along.
Nah, for real.
Wife be on my head, bro. You be like, you ain't doing that. Okay.
You ain't doing it. Listen,
They want what's best, man. That's
facts,
it.
man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's podcast, y'all, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for always rocking. Loso, send us off, bro.
Hey, man, look. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Stick to what you said you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Never fold. never throw in the towel, and do not ever allow anybody to detour your GPS coordinates. You know where you want to go.
Yeah.
But you have to take the steps to get there. You're going to have a stop sign here and there. You're going to have some detours here and there.
That's good.
And I guarantee you're going to run out of gas here and there.
Not for real.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as long as you realize that God is your fuel, you'll never take an L. Energy Feeds, baby. God bless.